Yeah, I do. Jay, do you know, we heard yesterday, we were talking to Dan Orlovsky, and he said basically that he thinks Trey Lance should just start for the Niners. Do you see that actually happening? Like, have you heard anything about how he's doing at camp so far, and what are they going to do with Jimmy G?
So here's the thing. If I'm them, look, Kyle's system is really complicated. So to throw him in there right now, probably not the smartest thing, and I think they know that. I don't think I don't think they drafted him with the intention of going with him right now. They want to make sure that he learns for a while under Kyle. Again, Kyle's system is very complicated. But once you get it, right? You tear things up. So I think their plan right now is to go with Jimmy G. But also, I think it's way too early to say anything because they haven't done anything. I mean, when you run around in shorts and a helmet, everybody looks good.
Hold on. So to that point, how do you feel about Nagy with this Andy Dalton plan? Is that just to take the pressure off of Justin Fields, or why do you think he's coming out and saying we have to execute our plan? We have a plan. Andy Dalton's a starter, which, by the way, do whatever you got to do. But everybody has a plan until what, Jay?
So you get punched in the mouth.
Bingo. What if they lose a game or two and they have to alter their plan then? It's like, why not just keep an open mind there? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. They haven't seen these guys, right? You haven't had a single practice yet. You don't know. And you and I have both seen way too many quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
They look great on paper, and they come in this league, and they can't process anything. And they're terrible. And all of a sudden, live bullets are flying. They're like, oh, my. College is a way different speed than up here. So if they can't process it on this level, but how do you make a decision without even seeing these guys in a single practice? These aren't practices right now. This is not even close to practice. This is like shadow boxing at 1/10 the pace.
Yeah, Jay,
right? No one's throwing punches.
Jay, I agree. That's why whenever he came out and he even doubled down, he was like, "There's no chance." Basically, what if Justin Fields is just a guy? What if Andy Dalton, just forgets how to play for some reason? Like, I just think right now making these proclamations are interesting, but it's happening in New England. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about some of these NFL rookies coming into their rookie season.
Go.
Who do you think is most set, locked, and loaded, offense and defensive-wise, as the whole team to possibly make a playoff run and just have a really, really great rookie season?
Okay, great question. If you're a high-profile quarterback coming out of college, you're probably not going to a team that is going to be built perfectly because you're going to be drafted too early. The team you're going to have to basically put on your back and carry it. Now, Andrew Luck got drafted number 1 overall, came in immediately to playoffs. Unbelievable. I don't know how that worked. We had a lot of injuries. Peyton was hurt the year before. We won 2-14. Our team didn't reflect our record. And if you kind of look at that for these younger quarterbacks, you have to think Trey Lance with that San Francisco 49ers team. That team, I don't think reflected its record last year. It definitely reflected their situation of last year, though, which is injuries. Uncle COVID got in the room, and then they got kicked out of their stadiums.
Right.
That team, I think, is ready to go. And Dan Orlovsky said, why are we starting Jimmy G? And then we asked Jay Glazer about it, and he said it's a tough offense to learn quickly. Trey Lance might be able to do that, but Jimmy G, they have a plan in place, is what he basically said about out there. I think Trey Lance, that team is built to go.
Well, and it does feel like a lot of these rookie quarterbacks are going to have opportunities pretty early on.
Oh, and you're saying New England, huh?
Well,
Mac
Jones definitely is going to have an opportunity, but, I mean, even